If you're anything like me, you hate fighting against Jin's parry. It feels like he can parry literally any move in the game that's a high or a mid. Jin can parry weapons. Jin can parry unblockables. Jin can parry projectiles. Jin can parry unblockable projectiles. Jin can even parry rage arts. But rather than roll over and die to Jin's parry, I did a lot of research and testing to find moves that Jin cannot parry. Here's where things get fun. Jin cannot parry the entirety of moves and strings with 2 or more attacks that hit in rapid succession before Jin's push away animation completes. That was a lot of words because all of those factors are important, but just remember that 2 hits that hit rapid succession, Jin cannot parry. Not kinda fast, like Alisa running 3-4 or Howlong's 4-3, but really fast. I've shown some examples here.
2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
Secondly, Jin cannot parry all special mids. For example, Jin cannot parry generic down 1s, also known as dick jabs, and cannot parry Akuma's down 2. However, he can parry the first hit of Geese's Jaiken, which is quarter circle back 3 and quarter circle back 4. Now I have a hypothesis for the principle which determines which special moves that Jin can parry, but since I'm not 100% sure, I'm just going to put that in the description. And lastly, Jin cannot parry non-solid projectiles like lasers and fireballs from characters like Akuma, Geese, Alisa, and Devil Jin. For some reason, Kazumi's tiger does not count as solid, maybe because they're considered ghosts, who knows. Now for some nerd information. So here's how Jin's parry works. If Jin parries a move exactly on time, he pushes the move away and the move behaves as if it whiffed. And extensions that don't come out after a move whiffs don't come out. So for example, Geese's Jaiken, the quarter circle back 3 or 4, the extensions won't come out if the first move whiffs, and when you parry it, it won't come out. Now, if Jin does not successfully push away a move, like if you try to parry a fireball, or if another attack makes contact with Jin before he completes his push away animation, in the case of, say, Alisa's Destroy 1, then he'll go into an animation immediately where he is forced to stand block for a few frames. This also happens if you're just whiffing parry in the air. You whiff it, you don't push anything away, and then Jin is stuck in a standing block animation for a little bit, and then he goes into a whiff animation. So, if Jin does a parry slightly too early, he can still block for a bit. Really, he has no choice, he has to block. He can't even duck. After this forced high block window, then Jin will go into a parry whiff animation where he is in recovery and cannot do anything at all, including block, just like if you whiff an attack. This is when he can be whiff punished. Now this explains why Jin doesn't take damage from these multi-hitting moves that he tried to parry. He parried on time, but he did not complete his push away animation, so he immediately goes into a stand blocking animation, and this is why he actually gets hit by the unblockable laser, because he fails to push away a move and goes into a forced stand blocking animation for a move that cannot be blocked. So the practicality of all this, using moves that are safe against Jin's parry can make your offense much safer and no longer launch punishable from parry, but usually it does not actually punish the parry. It does force Jin to actually respect your mid-low mix-ups, however. Parry becomes the same thing as block. This is especially useful for Alisa, as Jin already cannot low parry chainsaws as they are a weapon. If this was insightful or helpful, please leave a like. I'll see you in the next Tekken Tips with Bad Intent.